Trump is saying, I hate my opponents and I want them punished. And Trump is saying, I'll use all the levers of government at my disposal to accomplish that goal.
Here is Jon Stewart, a guy who I was an intern on The Daily Show literally 26 years ago in 1999, many lifetimes ago. And he, at one point, was a decent liberal. And he could have actually been the guy, even more so than than Bill Maher, because he was younger and the show had more of like a cultural something like right in the middle of everything. He could have been the guy to lead the Democrats and say, you don't go down this road. But instead, he's all in. So to the backdrop of Charlie being assassinated, to the backdrop of Trump cleaning up the cities, caring about the people of Chicago, caring about the people of Portland, caring about the average citizen who you guys have given up on and you want to live like some pathetic, needy loser in a city that's just complete anarchy, chaos. Here's Jon Stewart on who he's concerned about right now.
I just want to say this to Trump's defenders. You don't have to bend over backwards trying to make Trump's authoritarian power grabs seem like the rule of law. He does not give a f anymore. He's saying it straight up. Trump is saying, the people like dictators. Trump is saying, I hate my opponents and I want them punished. And Trump is saying, I'll use all the levers of government at my disposal to accomplish that goal. So you can get on board with that and say, I'm with that. Or you can join the rest of us and fight like hell for this constitutional republic.
Good to see that they're toning down the rhetoric, right? Yeah. I'm not bending over backwards here. I'm completely on board everything Trump is doing. And again, why is it that you tolerant, diverse lefties, you never care about the average guy? Jon Stewart, what I would like to ask you, and I'd be happy to do a show with you, why don't you give a flying f about that man in Portland whose condo had been taken over for months and had to deal with that sort of chaos? Why don't you, Jon Stewart, every Monday, I think you get $20 million a year to host a show once a week on Mondays, why don't you talk about the amount of black people being killed in Chicago every week? I know we all know the answers to these things, but I'm trying to enlighten Jon Stewart a little bit. So no one's bending over backwards to make excuses for Trump. Donald Trump's doing exactly what he promised, closing the border, getting law and order. Again, he's not sending federal troops into cities randomly. Right? He's going into the places that are the worst of the worst. And what did he do? Well, in DC itself, he basically cleaned it up over a weekend. And by the way, the Democrats can do it too, because remember when the Chinese leader Xi Jinping came to San Francisco and for 3 days, Gavin Newsom got rid of all of the homeless people? I don't know what he did to them. There is a rumor going around that he put them in a meat grinder and then he grind them up and he puts all of their goo into a big vat and that's what he uses as hair gel. I don't know if it's true, but I did hear it from a pretty reliable source. It is what it is.